upon the retirement of the white fool and stooge, Ronnie Green, the University of Nebraska system initiated what can only be described as a charade in the guise of a selection process for a new chancellor. This process was, in reality, a predetermined affair, with Rodney Bennett likely already identified and selected as the black subversive replacement for Green. The orchestration of such subversion requires multiple moving parts, and Bennett was positioned as the inevitable choice. To maintain the facade of an open and diligent selection, the university embarked on a prolonged and ostentatious procedure. This so-called selection process is less about careful consideration and more about the expenditure of time and money. Committees and selectors indulge in an elaborate dance of meetings, travel, and dinners, all funded by the hard-earned money of taxpayers and tuition-paying students. This is not merely a process of selection, but an orchestrated waste of resources, providing those involved with opportunities for indulgence under the pretense of due diligence. The selection of a new chancellor, therefore, becomes a protracted affair, characterized by its inefficiency and lack of genuine purpose. It is a facade, a costly and time-consuming ritual where the outcome, Rodney Bennett's appointment, was likely decided long before Green's departure was even announced. This charade, executed by the university's administrative frauds, serves no purpose other than to exhaust resources and time, all while pretending to engage in a thorough and unbiased leadership transition. The public highlights of a selection process for the new chancellor at the University of Nebraska at Lincoln, akin to numerous hiring rituals across Nebraska and the nation, were an elaborate waste and theatrical production designed to feign a meticulous and thoughtful selection. In reality, the process was a mockery of due diligence, where the selectors indulged in more whining and dining than actual selection, betraying their positions for a preordained outcome. The process: Number 1. Announcement of vacancy. Upon the retirement of the previous white fool and chancellor, Ronnie Green, the vacancy was declared, setting the stage for the farce. Number 2. Formation of a search committee. This committee, chaired by a stereotypical, liberal-minded, middle-aged white woman and academic, Dean Tiffany Hung Moss, was formed not to seek but to validate Bennett's pre-selection. The Chancellor Search Advisory Committee was merely a rubber stamp. Number 3. Hiring a search firm. The engagement of AGB Search, an organization staffed by former administrators who perpetuate the same progressive, communist, and globalist agendas within universities, was a sham. Its CEO, who benefited from these systems to become the first black president of Ohio University, further transformed that institution into an anti-American center of indoctrination. Number 4. Development of a position profile, crafted to align perfectly with Bennett's qualifications, ensuring his inevitable selection. Number 5. Stakeholder input, a pro forma exercise devoid of any real influence on the predetermined outcome. Number 6. Candidate search, ostensibly comprehensive. This was nothing more than a formality to uphold the illusion of competition. Number 7. Narrowing down candidates. Bennett was always the frontrunner, with the process designed to culminate in his appointment. Number 8. Interviews, a spectacle to maintain the facade of choice, lacking any substantive decision-making. Number 9. Selection. Bennett's appointment was recommended to and rubber-stamped by the Nebraska Board of Regents, colloquially known as the Board of Rejects or Board of Retards. Elected by the people of Nebraska, these clueless fools, through their endorsement of Bennett, demonstrated their unfitness for office, recommending the worst possible candidate out of fear of appearing racist or foolish. Their actions reveal them as inadequate stewards of public trust, particularly for the students at UNL. Number 10. Public announcement. The official unveiling of Bennett as Chancellor, marking the public acknowledgement of this prearranged outcome. Number 11. Transition period. Facilitated Bennett's integration into his role, ensuring the seamless continuation of subversive activities. Number 12. Formal installation. the ceremonial commencement of Bennett's tenure, officially ushering in an era of subversion under the guise of leadership. This process, characterized by fraud and deceit, not only mocks the public, but also wastes taxpayer and student money, all while advancing a predetermined agenda that undermines the integrity of the educational institution.